So, SummerSlam just concluded. Welcome back to another Reddit video. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. It's so nice to actually be positive about professional wrestling. We'll see how long it lasts. Let's check out what we got. Is it me or did something feel missing about SummerSlam Night 2 main event? I think I know where this is going. And of course, it's Dean Ambrose, but they paid the tribute. I don't think anything was missing. How could you possibly involve Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley in this segment if he signed with AEW? I wasn't even crazy enough to have that expectation. Imagine somebody watching this premium live event and expecting Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley to show up. In that case, I think that's kinda on you. I think they did more than enough anyway for a wrestler who's not signed with the WWE and is signed with the biggest competitor to the WWE. And it was a beautiful moment. Knowing it's the WWE, the most corporate, mainstream Disney type of company, I feel like Michael Cole, especially mentioning Dean Ambrose's name, was going the extra mile. Like, I didn't expect that. For weeks, they didn't mention his existence pretty much. Anytime they could show only Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, they did. They avoided Dean Ambrose completely almost. I think it was as good as it gets, and them leaving the mask in the ring, I think that was to symbolize Dean Ambrose, right? For the second year in a row, SummerSlam is better than WrestleMania. Being so positive, I'm almost scared. I'm almost scared, people, but I gotta agree. WrestleMania was one of these events where I didn't really hate. I felt like it had decent moments, but they always shit the bed either in the middle of the premium live event or especially at the end. When you shit the bed at the end, that is the worst, because people are going to remember the ending of a certain premium live event. When it comes to SummerSlam, it felt like a fan service event. Like, here, damn it, it happened. Chelsea Green wins the championship. Chad Gable wins the championship. Randy Orton returns. Kevin Owens returns. Great ending to Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Oba Femi wins the match. There's really a lot to like about this premium live event, and so out of nowhere. Going into this, nobody was excited. Even like the ticket sales were kinda low. Even before watching the show, I was like, okay, SummerSlam, guess gotta watch it. I'll make a review. Probably will complain a lot. Completely caught me off guard. I think if they had 20 minutes plus, they could have stole the show. I really agree with that. It had the potential to be the best match of the night. It had the potential to be the next AAA match we saw, mask versus mask. Maybe not to that level since it's a bit more corporate at SummerSlam, but you get my idea. That's kind of the problem. And I hate it because they have so many, not even sponsors, like random ass shit popping up on your screen, like WWE merch, screenshots from SummerSlam from 2002. What if we didn't have Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio on this show? So it's kind of weird how WWE looked at this match and said, well, that's gonna be one of the shortest ones. And it's so crazy they had the perfect moment if only it had like 5 minutes more. At least 5 minutes. Still, Chad Gable won the championship. I'm not gonna complain too much. How Roman treats his belt versus how Sammy treated his. Oh yeah, I saw that. I'm not even like active on Instagram. I barely use social media nowadays just for content, see how fans react about wrestling. But I like this Roman, post. I don't know, it's kind of badass. I put in the work. I entertained the fans. I had a banger. It's time for some McDonald's. I looked at this post, I said, Goach. Also, you're kind of making me sad with that Sami Zayn post. It's really unfortunate. I wish it happened any other time than this, when, he didn't need to lose the championship. Maybe he didn't need to, I don't know. It's such a bizarre situation, but I believe he's not winning the championship anymore. Don't want to jinx it, but Triple H has booked it really well so far. Let's go Chelsea. I think this was also the moment where I realized, okay, Night 2 might be even better than Night 1. But again, I kind of worry, people. I'm excited about her winning the championship, and it's official, even though it says interim, right? Rhea returns, and okay, she's gonna win the match. We all know Rhea's going to win this match. It's pretty obvious. I really hope it's not gonna be a squash. Like, imagine that shit. She comes back, randomly perhaps, I don't know, takes the championship, and that's about it. We move. What if WWE did something crazy? What if somehow, some way, Chelsea actually wins? I know she's a babyface right now, but still, maybe it would work a bit better if Chelsea Green was a heel. She could cheat, get her way out of the match, somehow retain the championship. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's going to be pretty entertaining, and WWE will, I don't want to say change their minds, I don't know what they're thinking, but you get my idea. Due to recent history, it feels like it could be another Sami Zayn situation. It really feels like that. Care to explain, great one? #hungry. Yes, me and Ryback, our GOAT, partnered up. Feed me more supplements. And he's trying to turn me into what I'm supposed to be, what I was born to do. A manlet. This 5'8" piece of meat is about to turn into a gigantic piece of muscle. This was the stupidest turn ever. Yeah, I know what you mean. I can pretty much tell. I called an old friend and don't ever take my spot. The F you mean. You handpicked her. They're generally not even trying anymore with these storylines, bro. Oh my god, why didn't you just have Nikki be pissed that Paige ruined her big win by taking the fall? Yes, actually, that would make a lot more sense. It's kind of weird how this match was on the premium live event in the first place. Nobody cared, and I guess that was the reason. This big moment. Nikki Bella turns heel. Who gives a shit? Nobody cares. I'm happy Paige is a singles competitor right now. Interesting to see how their matches are going to be because she was kind of limited in a way, but now one-on-one, it's gonna be interesting. Do I really care about it? No. And yes, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. Like, the turn maybe does, but her explanation, not really. We all know who the 1% is. 99 of the time in this business, the person gets over, then gets the push. We have the 1%. Sad. Sad LA Knight looking at you. Sad, disappointed, frustrated. I have hopes, people. I have hopes and dreams that Triple H will actually do it this time because he's probably entering a storyline with Roman Reigns. I'm pretty sure about that. I will be wrong, maybe. I don't know. That's how I feel. Like I've said, it's kinda hypocritical because we have merch movers. Jey Uso, LA Knight. One gets a push, the other one doesn't. It's a very hypocritical thing to say in the business of professional wrestling because we all know it's not necessarily how it works. There's a lot of egos. There's a lot of favoritism. LA Knight, in some ways, is more over than Gunther. Sometimes more than Seth Rollins, like I've said. When you listen to the crowd reactions, of course. So yeah, maybe WWE have something planned, but his push should have happened like 2 years ago. Like the major push. It already should be a thing. He should be a former champion, in my opinion. End of an era. Okay, I don't think it was up to that level. Let's be honest. But still, let's not compare. Let's not compare. Then, now. Yes. Absolutely beautiful. You know what kind of ruins these type of moments? Especially with the Undertaker one? End of an era. But was it? Was it really? What did it mean? I guess the fact that last match with Triple H, no longer matches with Shawn Michaels, I guess. Beautiful moment nonetheless. Sad look at all of these empties for a WWE Premium Live, and first time ever this shit has happened. A bit of a sneak. We do not want Vince McMahon back, but holy shit. Watching on television, you couldn't tell. Good job. It also kind of sucks because this Premium Live event worked, so another proof that basically, even if the Premium Live event is good, what you need to do is actually make people excited about it. And this was a big fumble by the WWE. Nobody cared about this event. A lot of people didn't show up. It's almost unfair how that works. The pay-per-view Premium event could be absolute shit, but if the build is great, people are going to show up. So I guess you can't have it the other way around. Okay, Brock channeling The Undertaker was badass. I absolutely loved it. This made me forget the cell wasn't even used. And it makes absolute sense. If this is Brock Lesnar's last WWE match, him beating The Undertaker, ending his streak, and paying tribute in the last match, I love that. I absolutely love that. Maybe after his initial retirement, where he thought he's going to retire, he felt like, well, I wish I did something for The Undertaker, and he did it at SummerSlam. That was absolutely beautiful. Of course, also the Tombstone Piler Driver on the exposed ring, which I think also happened during Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell in like 2016 or 17, after the streak was already broken. Beautiful tribute. If this is Brock's last match, good. I just wish the cell was used. It was a prop. Is it me or the SmackDown main event scene is really good? You have Cody, Punk, Orton, McIntyre, Owen, Zayn, Balor, Gunther, and all the unlikely people like Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, Ilya, and Johnny Gargano. It's crazy, so why the show suck so much? Yeah, I mean, the last people are not gonna be in the championship scene anytime soon. Maybe Trick Williams, right? He lost the championship, but WWE have shitloads of potential right now. Shitloads of potential to build not only storylines, they have shitloads of potential to build side stories. Kevin Owens versus CM Punk, like I said, inject that into my veins, preferably my ass. It's gonna be wild. It can go wild. Randy Orton is back. We can finally finish Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes with no bullshit, no celebrities. We're at a point right now with the SmackDown roster where it's kinda at this point hard to fuck it up. Like, it's really hard to. Part 2 of Modern Stars with Classic Championships. Okay, I love these. Drew McIntyre with the big gold. Absolutely badass. Look at that Chad. Holy sh! Still, the greatest wrestling belt ever created, in my opinion. Nothing will beat that, not even the new design. With the undisputed title. Kinda like that. Fits his attire, by the way. Beautiful. Gunther with the... oh, yes. Classic championship for a classic wrestler. I wish they never got rid of this championship design. It should be an all-timer, right? Should have never changed. I get now we have white straps for women, but come on. It was just way too beautiful for a change. Joe Hendry with the United States Championship. Now look, again, I prefer the new one. Hot ass steak, hot boob steak. One of the only championship title design changes I actually F with. Is Obafemi ready to be the next Brock Lesnar after SummerSlam? I think you can't. People like Brock Lesnar don't exist. Brock Lesnar was successful in the WWE, in the UFC, all of these things. He's like known by everybody. Obafemi is great. He's gonna be the first Obafemi. Obafemi is a pro wrestler though. He's a very good pro wrestler. He's a wrestling character. Brock Lesnar was not just a wrestler, he was Brock Lesnar. It's really hard to explain. There's nobody like him. I'm also wondering, did it ever work? When somebody gets compared like the next Shawn Michaels, the next, I don't know, The Rock, did it ever really work out? Did we ever get someone next, like the next Undertaker? Because right now, nothing really pops into my head. Maybe you could say John Cena is the next Hogan, kinda. But I'm wondering, did it ever work out? Did we ever get the next name big star? People, thank you so much for watching this video. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.